Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are well. We have been doing lots of videos with history, whether it was nature reserve, Roman roads. So we thought that for today's recipe, let's do a recipe which is very historic from the royal Mughal kitchen, and for that reason, I've picked Saag Gosht or Palak Gosht, and that's in English spinach prepared with either lamb or goat meat. So let's show you how we do Saag Gosht in a very traditional and authentic way. So today's recipe, Palak Gosht or Saag Gosht, which in English is spinach prepared with lamb or goat meat. It's a very delicious recipe, and the roots of spinach or saag is from Persia, which is Iran, and it came to the subcontinent with the Mughals, and it's a recipe and a dish which was very popular in the royal kitchens. And it was always prepared with mutton, which is either goat or lamb meat. So today we're going to show you how we prepare it the authentic and traditional way. So let's show you what we have done so far. So Faye has some mint leaves and coriander leaves which will go in this recipe. You can just pick a bunch of both. On the stove here is spinach or palak, which is boiling in water only for now, and we'll prepare meat separately in this pan. On the side I've already prepared ginger and garlic paste, which is about 1.5 tablespoons, and chopped about 5 to 6 green chilies, and I've sliced 2 medium-sized onions as well. We'll be needing some tomatoes and spices as well for this recipe, which I'll show you during the process. I've added little oil to this pan, which is to prepare meat, and I'm going to now add, it's on heat now, so while it's heating up, some cinnamon stick. A couple of cinnamon sticks would be fine. Couple of bay leaves, about 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, one big cardamom or black cardamom, and I think I will add some cardamom pods to it as well. Let me turn the heat down. So about 4 or 5 green cardamom pods. And once the oil is little hot, 2 onions will go in this pan. So cumin seeds have started to sizzle. That means this oil is hot now for the onions to go inside, so I'll add onions next. So as you can see, onions are nice and golden now, and this is the time I'll add about 1.5 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. And a couple of spices will go in here as well now. First one is red chili powder. It's to your taste. I'll add about 1 tablespoon of red chili powder. About half teaspoon of turmeric powder. And next to go in is salt, which is to your taste. About 1.5 teaspoon I'll add. Salt is very important for spinach. I think the taste with little more salt is better when it's spinach. Gotta add little more. Okay, so the quantities that I'm using for meat and spinach is, it's about 1 kg of spinach and 500 grams of lamb meat. So it's time for meat to go in. So 500 grams of lamb meat. So I'll fry this lamb meat with all these spices. It takes few minutes. You wait for the color of the meat to change, and then we start the cooking process. So in a pan in which spinach or saag is getting fried, it's been about 15 minutes, and I think we can move forward now. So I'll add about half a cup of milk to this. And next to go in would be coriander leaves and mint leaves. So it's bunch of coriander and mint leaves. So both are chopped together here, so you can have an idea. And our favorite ingredient, which is kasuri methi or dried fenugreek seeds. So about 2 tablespoons of that. So kasuri methi or fenugreek seeds. And last ingredient to go, not last, I think I'll add a little bit of salt as well. Before I do that, I'll add the chopped green chilies. So about 5 or 6 chopped green chilies. And I'll also add half teaspoon of salt to it. I'll give it a nice stir and leave it for a few more minutes before we drain the excess water. I'll let it boil with milk and all these things for now. So I've fried this meat for about 8 to 10 minutes, and you can see there is no water in there now, and the oil has separated. So I'll start the cooking process now by adding about half a cup of boiling water from the kettle. So heat setting would be on low, and the lid will go on this. For about 20 minutes initially. So halfway through the cooking process, about 10 minutes since I started cooking this meat, I'll add 3 chopped tomatoes to it as well. And the lid will go back on again for another at least 10 to 15 minutes, I would say, and we'll see after that time how it's doing. Let me give it a little mix. So the lid is back on. It's been about 20 minutes. I still have excess water with milk that we added in here in the spinach. So the reason I added only half a cup of water in meat is because I wanted to use this water. It is rich in vitamins and iron instead of just adding water and wasting this one. So I'm going to use this ladle to just take water and transfer it, all the excess water to be transferred to the meat. Little bit of spinach, if going with it, is alright. So the plan is to hand blend spinach, which is the authentic original way. Most people use blenders, which in my opinion just ruins the taste and the texture of this recipe. So it should be hand blended always. And I'll add a little bit of oil to spinach to do that, and then grind it with a wooden spoon by hand. And I think for me it's a big no to use a blender for this recipe. So in the spinach pan, it's a very tiny bit of moisture which is left. So at this stage, to start giving it a form, I'm going to add just a tiny bit of oil to it. And this is where the hand grinding or blending comes in. I'll do this for about good 7-8 minutes unless I'm satisfied with the form of spinach. It will be similar to blended form, but it won't be very runny form, which I personally don't like in spinach, and the authentic way is to do it like this. And it requires some muscles to be used and develop a form, but I think we're all about authentic recipes and niceness from the spinach is retained this way. Okay, so this lamb has slow cooked for about 50-55 minutes on low heat, and it has cooked all the way through. The water is reduced, and there is not much water in there now, and the oil has started to separate on the top as well. And this is when I'll transfer the spinach to this pan. The spinach in the other pan has been blended with hands into a nice form as well. So this is ready. This will soak some of the water from the meat as well. So I'll transfer this to the pan now. Let's give it a gentle stir. And I'm going to add a couple of spices to it as well. So in this process, try doing it without breaking the meat. So a couple of spices to go in now. So first one is coriander powder, about 1 full teaspoon of it. This will develop a nice aroma and fragrance in it. And the next one I'll add garam masala. It is about I would say a little more than half teaspoon. I think I'll add one more add half teaspoon of cumin powder as well. It'll go nice with spinach. These spices can be added even after the food is cooked. They're not like red chili powder, so I'll give it a stir. Okay, to finish off this authentic traditional Mughal recipe, the traditional way is to do a tadka with desi ghee and fenugreek seeds with a couple of red chilies in it, and garnish it with dried fenugreek leaves as well, which is kasuri methi in Urdu, and dried fenugreek seeds is methi seeds in Urdu as well. So let's do that. So what I'll do is I'll just garnish spinach with some dried fenugreek leaves. This should be enough. And I'll take desi ghee and add it to the pan which is on heat. Okay, so next is methi seeds or fenugreek seeds. And couple of dried red chilies going in there. So fenugreek seeds or methi seeds, they've started going little brown. So the idea is not to use fenugreek seeds or these chilies in tadka. So I have my sieve ready. I'm just going to transfer this desi ghee which has already got the flavors from the seeds and the red chilies, and we have boiled some white rice to go with it. It goes very nice with white rice. I'm going to spoon out some Saag Gosht in this copper pan. If you want to see how it looks like. Okay, so it's time to try this. It is extremely flavorful. I think it's a delight to eat. It's a delicacy, and it's for that reason it is a royal dish, and it is from the Mughal cuisine. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for more videos to come in the future. For those who have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the like button if you like this video. It's a bye from myself and from Faye, and we'll see you again very soon.